Welcome to the Payments Leaders Summit podcast, where the brightest minds and trailblazers in the payments industry come together to share insights, strategies, and the latest innovations shaping the future of finance.
Hi, I'm Phil. So I'm head of product at Sainsbury's, looking after all our payments and fraud solutions from a technology perspective. So that's from Argos, Habitat but then Sainsbury's itself. Whether you're paying online, in store, we look after all those payment experiences for customers.
Okay, brilliant. So you've got a lot under your plate then, under your remit. So first off, we'll kind of dive straight into it. This year, more than ever, we've seen, a lot of issues with kind of payments resilience, with outages, obviously particularly affecting essential stores like those supermarkets. How do you see kind of the ecosystem improving this, as an ecosystem as a whole, but also at a firm level?
It's a real topic of choice at the minute. It's something we've been focusing on a lot. It's been well publicized and well focused on. For us, it's very much a thing around bringing the whole ecosystem together. So to your question, it's not any one individual in the chain that can solve it. So we've been rallying quite hard with other merchants. So we've got a lot of support across the group of merchants, people who would normally be our competitors. We all feel the same thing around payments resilience. It's something that we all need to work, we all need to operate. So we're working there, but we're also working with the schemes. We've been working with issuing banks. We've been working with people like the Merchant Advisory Group, the British Retail Consortium. So it's very much, it needs a village to do this. It's the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's brilliant to hear that there's a lot of collaboration going on. Hopefully a lot of those individual kind of layers to the ecosystem will be present at PLS and you can catch up with them here. Secondly, there's a kind of conflict between, consumers wanting an Uber-style experience at checkout, which is totally kind of frictionless, but also how kind of modern card payments work. What do you see that conflict how do you see it resolving?
So I think the answer is with the customer, as always. But I think the answer's in, if it's a bit more nuanced than that, it's about proportionate. So proportionate friction to what I'm trying to do. So please don't make me fill out a bank loan style application if I'm trying to buy a toaster from Argos. But likewise, please don't let me have an Apple Pay frictionless thing when I'm trying to buy a £3,000 TV. So we try and make sure it's proportionate to what the customer's trying to do. Our grocery shopping experiences are really good examples where we try and be really quick and seamless with small items, small baskets. I'm just popping in to get a lunch from Sainsbury's versus we try and be a bit more deliberate in how the experience looks for I'm shopping for my family for the week. So I think it's proportionate to what the customer's trying to do, where they're in, what their mindset is. And we're actually finding lots of customers don't mind friction. And by that, I mean things like Nectar prices. That's a really positive friction. That is a moment of delight where I'm like, actually, my basket just got a lot cheaper because Nectar has come in. Or actually, I've been rewarded for this. Or actually, I've succeeded in getting this thing. So there's elements where you can delight the customer in these. And actually, if the payment experience is too quick, it's gone and you've missed that opportunity.
Okay, so it's not kind of a one approach fits all. It's very tailoring to the basket and everything.
Yeah, very much personalised and tailored.
Okay, brilliant. It's always fun seeing at the end of your checkout how much is taken away with the Nectar card.
Exactly. We don't want to take that away from you, Laura.
Okay. And then finally, what's the kind of latest tech innovation in the payments landscape that you're most excited about or eager to see kind of play out?
So I think there's probably two that spring to mind in this one. So I think we're seeing more and more interesting use cases for open banking. So I think open banking's been talked about for a long time. It's been heralded as, is it the next best thing? Is it actually not? And I think we're starting to see use cases come through. I think we're starting to see people finding product market fit, I guess, for open banking. So that's quite exciting and definitely one we're watching. And network tokens. So I think I've heard network tokens mentioned probably about 10 times today across the day here. It's something that all the merchants are talking about. We're all intrigued. We're all wondering what the value exchange is. We can all see a lot of use cases for customers and for businesses as to why network tokens could be useful. Having that single view of a customer, being able to personalize, do loyalty, post-purchase marketing. But at the same time, there's the cost of it. There's new innovative technology. So there's, as always, there's a balance, but they're the two exciting ones for me.
Okay, brilliant. I'm glad you brought up open banking. As an omnichannel retailer, it's definitely a really interesting perspective and interesting use cases there. Some people would say that the take-up of account-to-account payments, open banking here in the UK, has been slower than in other countries, such as the Netherlands, where we have Ideal, for example, and comparing it to countries where they have a kind of single brand mark for it. What do you think is really needed in the UK to drive adoption of open banking for the consumers?
So I think to drive that adoption, we need to solve more problems for customers, I guess, is the truth of it. In the UK, we've got a very mature market in terms of things like Apple Pay take-up, or wallets as a whole. So Apple, Google Pay, PayPal, Klarna. Most retailers have saved card experiences. So there's a lot of frictionless experiences already there. So open banking can have the potential to bring more friction in. The use cases that are exciting me are things around making credit applications quicker, being more intelligent with how you take payments based on what you know about customers. So I can't share this specific example, but there was one shared today by a merchant on stage. But given Chatham House rules, I can't share his story. But it was a really intuitive use of open banking and account-to-account payments. So the use cases are bubbling up, and I think as long as they solve customer problems better than they're being solved today, we will see account-to-account payments take on here.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. Thanks, Phil.
No worries. Thank you for having me.